New from Imprint Films and on 4K and Blu-ray in this limited edition package is City on Fire. Now, I thought I hadn't seen this, but I actually have a long time ago, and City on Fire just drops you straight into the pressure cooker of Hong Kong action cinema. Chow Yun-fat plays Ko Chow, an undercover cop embedded in a gang planning high-stakes jewellery heists. As their jobs get closer and as the police really start to knuckle down and get closer to them as well, the loyalties blur, paranoia takes over, and the line between cop and criminal starts to disappear. Ringo Lam directs the hell out of this one. He delivers a raw, stripped-back crime thriller. It's less operatic than John Woo, but it's more grounded and it feels more volatile. The film builds the tension throughout, and it's all anchored by this amazing performance by Chow Yun-fat. He plays Ko Chow, a man who's trying to balance his work life, his personal life, his loyalty. He's dealing with past trauma for an undercover operation that's already went awry, and it really starts to layer all these building blocks towards a terrifically tense finale that's driven with character impact and weight, and just feels absolutely wonderful. He has that absolutely $1 million smile. He has a great personality. He just pops off the screen. You see it when he's trying to connect with his fiancée, when he's having that relationship, when he's still trying to be that family man, when he's drawn into this one last undercover mission by his friend at the police force who kind of forces him into this situation. You see him torn. He's torn between loyalties. He wants to move with his fiancée, he wants to get married, he wants to settle down. He feels obliged to do this last mission. He doesn't really want to do it, but there is a real weight to that as well. He doesn't like the fact that these people are killing and getting away with what they're doing. He feels that he owes his superior to break free of the pressures that he is under as well. He has this great way of putting real vulnerability underneath his performance, and you can feel the pressure building throughout it, not just in the sense of the heists, but also in his relationship, which really gives you a three-dimensional character to root for. Of course, a lot of the film is going to be based on the finale that you get here. And the reason that is because it's an absolutely barnstormer of a finale. It's iconic, it's tense, it's explosive, it's emotionally charged because of the situations and the characters being built up. And you can see the influences on later films, most notably Reservoir Dogs, where the end of it, the kind of the overarching story really kind of leans into that as well. Ringo Lam is kind of less stylised than his peers, but he's more grounded. His films feel dangerous, like anything could go wrong at any moment, that anybody could die. Is one of the rare feats where you actually worry about characters, main characters who you know intrinsically that they're going to make it to the end, but he has this way of shooting his action, of making these sequences so energetic, impactful and chaotic that you genuinely fear for that character. And the action works because the characters work. You care about who is caught in the middle of this crossfire. You're genuinely interested. You care about both the police officers and about the criminals, and you're hoping that nobody really pays a devastating price here. I absolutely adore City on Fire. I think it's a terrific film. I think it's absolutely nailed by a lead performance by Chow Yun-fat. I think the direction really helps as well with those action set pieces that are jaw-dropping and just you can't look away from. It is absolutely exquisite. The 4K is wonderful and it has that grainy texture that I just absolutely love. It has this kind of stronger contrast than what I remember the film being, and it feels like it's slightly less washed out, I suppose. Again, audio is terrific and the action sequences are just bombastic when you're listening to the film play out. This is a wonderful edition. Let's dive into the disc and have a look at the extras. Here we are in the disc for City on Fire. Let's go to the special features. First up, we have an audio commentary with film historians Frank Jeng and F.J. DeSanto. Burn It Down is an interview with screenwriter Tommy Sham, talking about the gestation of the project, the quick turnaround, how they come up with the story, and this runs for 18 minutes 21 seconds. Then we have Hong Kong Confidential, Inside City on Fire with author Grady Hendrix. Now this is 11 minutes 30 seconds and I find it really entertaining. I do like the fact that Grady Hendrix has a sort of fanboy nature about him, but the information he delivers on this is really wonderful. How the film came about, where Ringo Lam was in his career, the idea of coming up with this and the impact that the film had. Some Like It Hot, interview with author, critic Rick Myers. This one is 33 minutes 29 seconds and again, it's another one of those endearing characters who you could just listen to talk about the films. He focuses a lot on Chow Yun-fat, particularly where his career was, and drops this awesome fact of Chow Yun-fat doing 22 movies in 2 years, which was just gobsmacking. Burning Rivalries, the influence of Ringo Lam on Reservoir Dogs. Interview with author and critic Kim Newman. This runs for 14 minutes 3 seconds and talks about not only the similarities within the story of Reservoir Dogs and City on Fire, but also how things differ and it's not a clear-cut copying issue here. We have an interview with Ringo Lam, which is 10 minutes 21 seconds, where he's quite candid about getting his chance, not really sure what to do, the kind of overwhelming possibilities. He just got given a budget and got told do whatever you want and not being sure about what he wanted to do. A Portrait of Anger, which is 20 minutes 46 seconds, which is an interview with the cinematographer Andrew Lau, talking about working with Ringo Lam and the relationship that they built up. We have Long Arm of the Law, interview with actor Roy Chung, who seems to have found the fountain of youth, as he doesn't look, he actually looks younger than what he does in the film, which is incredible. That was 25 minutes and 5 seconds. Then there is an image gallery and a theatrical trailer. That's the extras for City on Fire. So there we have it. City on Fire from Imprint is a defining film in Hong Kong cinema in my perception. It is lean, it's tense, it is really emotionally charged. This is this crime cinema at its most immediate. No excess, no safety net, just pressure building until everything pays off. I'd highly recommend this one if you don't have it already. I love the fact that it comes with both a Blu-ray and a 4K as well, which is just something that elevates it for me a collector. I'd love to hear your thoughts on City on Fire. Let me know in the comment box below whether you love it, hate it, or fall somewhere in the middle. As always, there is more content up here where you can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, and manvfilm.com, always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.